Hey guys, I'm making this video because for the longest time I had a really hard time, well, for one, getting up in the morning because just sleep is so good, and then let alone getting up, but just getting stuff done. And I've got a family, 3 kids, and going to gym at night and stuff. It just, I wasn't getting a productive enough morning, so it was really affecting the rest of my day, causing me to use more time at night. So I decided to make this video for anybody else who kind of struggles with having a productive morning, and my tips on to how to improve that. We'll start by my first tip would be set your stuff up the night before for your morning. For example, I do my runs in the morning, so I set my shoes on my sweatpants, whatever I wear, with my socks and my jacket. That just helps so that I don't have to think about anything in the morning. I can just get up, groggy, whatever, just walk into the living room and everything's there. So I can just sit down, put it on. By that time, I'm ready to go. So you don't have to have wasted time where you're looking for your stuff, waking up your wife, looking for socks. You have it all there the night before. Another example is for my lunches, for my work. I don't have to spend that morning time preparing my lunch, if you prepare lunches, or like breakfast, preparing your overnight oats the night before. Doing that stuff will give you more time in the morning than, just doing it in the morning. So prepare your stuff beforehand. It helps, a ton. The second actually is kind of part of that first. It's just getting up earlier. Now, this kind of just was groundbreaking for me because when I used to be a logger, I used to get up super duper early to go to my job, and that blew, and it never seemed to be an option for me to get up earlier than that to do stuff that I wanted to do. But once I changed to being a plumber, where I'm working a 9 to 5, I realized that I could get up, 5 o'clock, and then I have 2 hours and 30 minutes of time there, a window before I have to leave for work. So I didn't have to do my gym stuff at night. I could, see my kids at night, do everything up till bedtime, and then it's just me and my wife's time, and it works perfect. It's just a matter of getting up earlier. You give yourself so much more time to, have stuff to do, and you feel more productive. You get it all done before the day even starts, and you just feel like a champion. Now, it does take a little bit of discipline, and that's, in turn gonna grow your discipline, which is also a benefit. Getting up early, making that decision and sticking with it. It'll get easier, but, it's kind of as hard as you make it, because if you're going to bed at, 12 o'clock and you're getting up at 5 o'clock, you're never gonna last, and that's not healthy. You've just got to make the point to turn off the TV, put down YouTube or whatever, and just get in bed and go to sleep, so you can get your 7 to 8 hours, and just, get up early, get some stuff done, be productive. The third tip is something that I recently started doing that kind of helps me out a ton, is I'm setting alarms to kind of wrap up what I'm doing so that I can move on to the next thing. So on my, I got a little smartwatch. I've got like 10 alarms on it, and what I do is I section off what I'm doing in the morning, and I set an alarm from the switch between so that I can stay on top of it and stay productive. So like, I give myself 20 minutes to get up from the alarm of wake up time, and to get dressed, use the restroom, do everything I need to. Then the next alarm goes off, and it's the alarm that tells me, when it's going off, I know it's time to switch gears. I need to go walk down the hill and start my run, so that I'll have enough time for that third alarm to go off that says, it's time, you need to cool down, you need to go into the gym, and you need to, pump some iron, work out, do some strength work. Then I'm doing my strength work, and I'll stay focused because I know there's going to be another alarm that's going to go off here shortly that's going to tell me it's done workout time. You need to go get dressed for work, eat your breakfast, do your Bible time, just get up and go, and, see your kids in the morning, because, I mean, as well as I do, when you're in the, working out, time can fly, especially if you're doing excessive rest times or anything. The time really can start adding up. So I have these alarms set, so switches from, working out, and then the alarm goes off, and then I know that it's time to edit some YouTube video. Alarm goes off, then I know it's time to go, get dressed, eat breakfast, do Bible time, and then get out the door. And it just really separates those sections, so it's not all just one big 2 hours. It's like me splitting these things up, so I know, like, in this amount of time I have this to get done, and it keeps me pretty productive. And, it's got a learning curve, because you might find yourself on your, second to last set, and your alarm goes off. Well, that's just you got to figure that out, because you've only got so much time of the day, and you're going to be either taking it from, getting dressed or eating or your family time, or you're going to be taking it out from your workout time. So I would much rather set those alarms, and when that goes off, just call it a day on my workout and move on to the next thing. And then the next day, I'll build and plan on that, knowing, man, I was going too slow on this. I need to, adjust my programming so that I can fit into that 60-minute window, so I can, get what I need to done. And that, friends, is how my tips on being more productive is just, setting your stuff out the night before helps a bunch. It seems pretty simple. Getting up earlier, that's a game changer. I mean, if you've seen the videos on Navy SEALs and stuff, it's smart. It was groundbreaking for me. And then setting the alarms to separate your stuff and keep you on track, that's been really helping me a lot lately. So I hope this helps anybody that is watching this, and everybody has a great weekend. Randall out.